Hello, I'm Paul Hand, and a very warm welcome, badminton fans, to Nanjing, China's former capital, playing host to the 24th edition of the Total BWF World Championships. Our venue is the prestigious 13,000-seater gymnasium inside the cavernous Nanjing Youth Olympic Sports Park. Nanjing was the national capital during the Ming Dynasty for almost 500 years, steeped in history. The Royal Museum of the Ming Dynasty here, a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site. So the Nanjing stage set them for multiple high-profile clashes across all 5 disciplines. Top-flight shuttlers showcasing their skills, and the knockout tournament format requires players to deliver world-class performances from the earth. As always, players coming from all over the world. Day 5, quarterfinals Friday, brings you 2 sessions of live continuing coverage with 10 quarterfinal matches unfolding today on day 5 of 7 across only 2 match courts. Court 1, session 1, first up, it's a women's doubles, Japan versus Thailand. Then we've a couple of scintillating women's singles matches from the bottom half of the draw, featuring current world #1 Tai Tzu-Ying taking on He Bingzhou of China. Then the 10th career face-off between 2 former world #1s, Sina Nehwal and Carolina Marin. Following that, an always exciting men's doubles between the world #1s up against the might of the Japanese duo Kimura and Sonoda, ever entertaining there. And rounding out the morning session with what should be a terrific men's singles 5th match, featuring the reigning All England Open champion Shi Yuqi, the Lindan Slayer. He's up against Chinese Taipei's Chu Tianqian. Then in session 2 later on, we've the world #1 Victor Axelsen headlining the action in the quarterfinals, attempting to survive against an ever-dangerous twice world champion Chen Long. That'll all be up later. But both world #1 singles players attempting to fend off strong challenges for the titles. So by the end of play tonight, all of our semi-finals will be secured, having kept their Nanjing title bid alive. Turning our attention then to women's doubles. That's what we first up for you here. And they are our competitors as they make their way very glamorously through that lovely archway. Here they come then. Off their career-high world ranking of 9th, Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara of Japan, the 11th seeds, taking on Jongkufan Kititharakul and Rawina Prajongjai of Thailand, world-ranked 7th seeds on the right of the picture with their mascots, with their little people. It's a nice touch, isn't it? Well, we owe a big shout out to our title sponsors, Total, facilitating these amazing major events. So much great badminton to bring you. It starts here today. Well, China have won all but 1 women's doubles title at the World Championships since 1983, totaling 20 titles in 21 editions, a show of utter dominance. But with Japan on the ascendancy in recent times, can the host maintain that stunning sequence of victories? A telling measure of Japan's excellence in women's doubles, they've won 2/3 of the HSBC BWF World Tour tournaments. And the pair on the right are standout. They lead the head-to-head showings, as you can see there. 3-0 against their Thai opponents today. They last won in the Indonesian Open. And that was in straight games, 21-14, 21-18. So a bit of a stranglehold then for the Japanese duo of Nagahara and Matsumoto. So let the warm-up commence. Women's doubles action from the top half of the draw sheet then. And our Japanese players on the left of the picture as we see it. Our Thai players here on the right. Jongkufan Kititharakul, 25 years of age, ranked 7th, 1m70. Chiang Mai was the birthplace, and just 1 spot off that career high. That was back in May earlier this year, just a couple of months ago. Played 14 tournaments, these two, 28 and 12 wins to losses from their 40 matches they've contested this year. As we take a look at Wakana beg your pardon, Rawinda PRAJONGJAI, Thai partner to KITITHARAKUL. As you can see, same age, both 25-year-olds, these two. Bangkok born in the Thai capital. Yeah, good year, 28 wins, only 12 losses. This was their path through. Great win over the Germans, Effler and Janssens. That was 32 minutes out on court 5 in the second round, having received a bye in their opener. And then they took out the Danes, Fruergaard and Tiggersen, the 15th seed. Good win there. That was 45 minutes played. And that was on court 3. So they're in good hands there. A lot of experience in that Thai coaching camp. And what about the Japanese duo then? NAGAHARA, 22 years old, ranked 9th from Hokkaido in Japan, off that career high with her partner. Seeded 11th here, these two. So 3 years younger. And what of Mayu, sister to the lady she beat yesterday, Mayu Matsumoto. Both 22, these two, so sharing so much in common. What a journey it is, riding in a tournament of such stature. Big opportunity for all of these athletes. 3-0 head-to-head stranglehold. This is the 4th chapter of their crossing of swords, if you will, and this was their route through. Win over Huang and Li from China. Hour and 10 minutes, that one, 21-15 in the deciding game. That was out on court 4. And then that was Wednesday. Then Thursday, well, a win over Matsutomo and Takahashi, the 3rd seeds. Beating her big sister, did Mayu, taking out Mizaki. 21-13, 21-15 in 37 minutes. That was out on court 4. So unceremoniously ousting the Olympic champions yesterday then. Mizaki Matsutomo and Ayaka Takahashi. Or you could say, well, she just beat her big sister on court 4. Always a tricky dynamic, that, playing a fellow sibling. Bad enough playing your mates, but let alone your sister. So just building up to the start of this quarterfinals of the women's doubles then. From the bottom of the top half of the draw, Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan will take on Krisha Poli and Apliani Rahayu up above, to see who will meet the winner of this match. 3 Japanese pairs in the last 8. Very, very strong in this discipline, aren't they, Japan? Can they supersede the Chinese at the end of the day? So, all players going through their quirky little rituals. Gives them a sense of control. One opting to want to serve. Other 3 jigging around, just getting nice and warm.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right,
Hu Long-hu of China in the chair. And the Vietnamese service judge Nguyen
on my left, Mayu
to assist.
Matsumoto, NAGAHARA, Japan.
My name's Paul Hand, great to have your company. Quarterfinal clash on show court 1 to get day 5 underway.
Level play.
The ties to serve. That's all women's doubles action. They're over on show court 1 as well, the top seeds. All from the top half of the women's doubles draw then up first on show courts 1 and 2. Just so much for the fans to enjoy here in Nanjing. Terrific 13,000 seated stadium, this one. In the Youth Olympic Sports Park. Former capital of China, of course, Nanjing, many moons ago. Well, the Japanese women's doubles pairs have played 12 of the total 14 events so far on the World Tour, winning 8 of them. Add the Asian title and the Total BWF Uber Cup to their accomplishments this season. You can see how overwhelming they've been as a unit.
Don't leave. They're lifting, go down again. They lifting, go down again. Yeah, so if they're going, out.
They'll be setting their sights on this title, no doubting that. Should a Japanese pair go the distance, it'll be a first triumph for a non-Chinese pair since 1995. Still got the silver medalists, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota as second seeds. They're at the foot of the women's doubles draw. Such tightly contested early exchanges then. And it is the Japanese duo that break to the front with a slender 2-point lead. Yeah, so at the end of the day, will the Chinese train as women's doubles powerhouse nation get derailed this year? We'll know come the end of Sunday. Good flat, hard exchange. PRAJONGJAI having her way in the end, just muscling her way through. Just so hard to kill the point against the Japanese team, but that was really well played by the Thais. Look at this, just insistent, bullying their way through again, strong-arming through. Means so much. Long rally. taken a different complexion today, of course. We've gone from 4 courts down to 2, drilling down the spotlight narrows as we head towards the sharp end of the event into quarterfinals day. Just a couple of days away from the climatic finals.
That is over.
The silverware will be issued, medals, all the decoration, an accolade that comes with it. So much to fight for. What it would be to be a world champion.
They always mess the area, yeah. They always mess the area ready for that. Okay.
Lovely view there from the coach's perch courtside in the corner. On paper then, the tie is favoured for this one. World ranked 7th against the 9th world ranking of the Japanese 2.
That is over. 6-7.
Had a good year, the ties. Played 14 events, 28 wins. They won the Bitburger Open, the Thai Masters, runners-up in the India Open. 3 semi-finals as well. Hong Kong Open, recent Singapore Open, and the Thai Open as well. 5 quarterfinals too, the ladies in black. Their opponents, well, less activity. Just played the 10 tournaments, 12 wins, only 5 losses. Runners-up in the Indonesian Open. A couple of semi-finals, the All England Open and French Open, and 4 quarterfinals as well. But what's poignant about the Japanese duo is they've made quarterfinals or beyond in the last 4 tournaments. And yesterday they unceremoniously ousted the Olympic champions Misaki Matsutoma and Ayaka Takahashi. So they are in a rich vein of form, these two. And having had 3 previous wins over their today's Thai opponents. Just do love that camera angle, showing us just how intensely these athletes ply their trade, working so hard from the ground up. Such an advantageous angle to view proceedings. Another high-octane rally, but the tie spilling over the back line this time.
10-7.
Unable to wrestle through that point. Well done. Lovely cross net.
It's over. 8-10.
They must get to do that.
Well, it's all about tempered aggression, isn't it? And the Japanese duo notch up another point as we head to the turn. They lead with a slender 3-point advantage, 11 points to 8 in favour of the team in white and grey. PRAJONGJAI just getting that one a little wrong.
相手こっち来たらクロスでいい、ね、それを継続するよう、もうちょっと力抜いて、ちょっと力入ってもっとリズム取りながら、それだけね、サーブ結構いいで、ね、大きく回して全然いいんだから、この一瞬一瞬のチャンス狙って、ちょっと微妙なところ落として、ね、自分ちょっとパッとなって切るよ、ね、自分行ったら逆にコンビネーションなくなる。Also make them use their power, not use your power.
อันนี้คือคนหน้า
Utter, still-eyed focus all round. What's not to love about quarterfinals day? The BWF Total World Championships here, all to play for. These athletes just so desperate to strain every sinew and bring their best. Slender advantage for these two. Attacking very centrally there, the Japanese through the belly of the court, offering no angle to the Thais in defence. 4-point lead now. And, these two, well, they've managed a couple of runs of 2 points consecutively, but that's about it so far. Testament to the solidity of MATSUMOTO and NAGAHARA. Well done. It was the steep penultimate smash kill that kind of set up the point so nicely. So we've had a challenge, we're going upstairs, and it just gives the players just a moment to catch a breath and step off stage momentarily. Towel down, quick glug of some strange looking juice, some sort of isotonic drink. Plum on the line. Smiles on their faces as a consequence. So a successful challenge for the Thais. Good, positive mindset, always heading for the sun. These eternally optimistic athletes have to be in pro sport, don't you? All four with such purposeful disposition. Good smash kill. MATSUMOTO, just such patient badminton, isn't it? Just not rendering too much angle to the Thais, knowing how dangerous they are. A lot of traffic's driven down the middle of the court. Don't want to expose themselves, knowing how dangerous team in black are when you offer angle. It's all very patient from these two so far, and they've been very, very watertight. Again, closing so quickly. Nagahara. So 6-point advantage then for the lesser ranked Japanese. Just so crushing when the players, the Thai players, investing so much energy physically, emotionally. Coaches tense as well. You know, but the Thais just bringing so much, and to come out with just crumbs from the Japanese table after another long, grueling rally, it's just, it's tough. It's a wounder. Perfectly weighted again, just well inside the back line. They have been so solid so far today. Well, plenty to admire about this opening quarter-final here. The Thais trying everything they've got to mix it up and just, you know, try and dent the defenses of the two Japanese, who have been just so resilient and solid from the off. So frugal in error. So 10 points adrift. Oh, confusion there. Rarely see that. It was a terrific flick serve. With hesitancy into the Thai camp, but then unable to follow up. Yours might. See that occasionally in doubles, don't you? Even at the highest levels. Just demonstrating they are human at the end of the day, like all of us. Unforced errors then from these two. Hand of apology to a partner. Perhaps just getting a little anxious as game one heads towards the sharp end. Well done. Lovely return to redeem themselves. 9 of them then. Big game points here. Opportunity to put a lid on this opener.
Over 12-20.
Well, the Japanese set off on a run of 7 consecutive points from 12-9 up, and that really has put them in a great position right now. Still 8 game point opportunities left. There we are. first game in favour. Matsumoto and Nagahara. 21 points to 12.
So you have to balance the power from you. Not just one person has to work hard. Okay? You get my point or not? Okay? Yeah? So when you defend also, tang. Yeah. They did to you. When you smash, they do first. But you always tang, you not make them run. Okay? Change. So now if you have to attack, when you have to defend, tang, you have to get tang. You change, make them run. At the moment you change the direction, don't make them run. They only like one step. So you have to run that. Okay?
หนีหน่อยอ่ะบล็อกทะแยงหน่อย
ตอนนี้เหมือนแบบไม่ได้เดินชนแบบไปรับข้างล่าง
ใช่
ตัว
เล็กอ่ะเสิร์ฟหลังให้มาเลยเพราะมันจิ้มแบ็คแฮนด์อย่างเดียวเสิร์ฟหลังให้สูงหน่อยก็ได้ไม่เป็นไรให้มันแหย่
Always great, isn't it, when you can hear the coaches chatting with the players, the pearls of wisdoms they impart. Can these two make a change here?
Second game. Level. Play.
Japanese duo. Start of game 2, game to the good. Very tricky to solve puzzle they are. Good body blow from the Japanese to KITITHARAKUL. Fascinating how the Thai coach was suggesting try and make them run a little bit further. All they're doing is stepping once or twice. Oh, super shot there with the off cross smash. Using every square inch of the court, the Thais here. This was very quick thinking. Look at that round head smash, beautifully struck. The dynamics from this angle are quite standout. Quick to close. They play such high percentage badminton, these two, don't they? There's just no risks, not too tight to lines, nothing too glamorous that's going to get them into trouble, but they are so repeatable and patient and persistent and focused and resilient. Oh, such a nice try with the backhand angle. Just over pressing, and that's what the Japanese duo do. They make you feel like you're hitting into a postage stamp size court the other side of the net. Such is their solidity.
It's over 2-3.
Misjudgment there from Japanese. That one plumb on the line. Looking round, hoping for a call. Errors, these two. Like a lock-solid vault so far, their performance. Very little given away. Thai's having to work really hard and go to the trenches to earn any points they can. It's been grueling on them mentally. Amping up the power. MATSUMOTO on the smash. Longer levers, slightly taller. Only on one occasion have the Thais taken a game from the Japanese duo. That was at the French Open last October. Little too greedy there, Nagahara. Wow, that is how to turn a point around right there. MATSUMOTO with some wonderful block work. Sounds like she's making a wall, doesn't it, the way I described it there, but she has been wall-like, frankly. Imposing herself. MATSUMOTO. Look at this, quick to close here. And that's a fine cross net. Well done. Lovely return.
4-8.
KITITHARAKUL. More of those, please, with that suggestion. Good job, the team in black, finding a little bit more inspiration to move on and turn that scoreboard. Japanese normally so good at teasing out error,
สู้อย่างเดียวอะ
having their
ตบ
opponents over press, and they're so good at keeping a half step ahead, but not here. Thai's just blistering pace there, finding a way through. But you do sense that the team in black are having to redline to increase momentum. Super rally, absolutely brilliant. How about that? One of the longest exchanges we've had all match, and in the end, Team Japan having the last laugh. Stops the run of 3 points then for the Thais, who are looking for a fourth. Frustration. Why did I put the shuttle there?
Play.
Fabulous straight smash.
It's over 7-9.
Read the play here so nicely, got over there. In fact, it was a flat, hard forehand, wasn't it? Ripped through the court, straight down the line, causing confusion. Court attendance on, just mopping up briefly. Thank you very much. Now, not having all their own way here. It's been a tight second game.
It's over 10-7.
2 in a row for the Japanese. Changing up the speed on that one. Nagahara effectively got what she wanted. Just get a great sense of the speed of these fat, hard exchanges at the net, don't you? Look at this. Oh, brilliant.
It's over
เปลี่ยนลูกไว้เอาลูกเปลี่ย
Coach
นลูก
delighting their arms aloft.
8. On.
Top seeds denied the opening game over on show court 1. Challenge Yap up against it. Out of Indonesia, Polly and Rahayu. Show court 2, that is, beg your pardon. kiss off the net cord, helping the ties there. Long rally, that one. Wow, how about this? What a turnaround that's been. From 10-7, 3 in a row. KITITHARAKUL and PRAJONJJAI. Consecutive points then for KITITHARAKUL and PRAJONJJAI. They take the lead by one slender point, 11-10 at the mid-game interval.
มันช่วยเยอะขึ้นตัดทอนลูกอะว่าไม่ต้องมาถึงหลังเยอะซ้ำปุ๊บเลยมาข้างหลังอีกคนนึงต้องช่วยสอดช่วยซ้ำตรงจุดมั่งตรงกลางมั่งหลายๆอันเพราะว่าศพตบลอยมีตบลอยตบปากกดลงใส่แล้วต้องใส่ได้ต้องใส่โอเคป่ะรับมาแรงรุดชนออกเร็วครับ
120 seconds. Call 115 seconds.
僕は常にこれってキルはまだまだ全然今からだからね。
しっかりね相手と戦って相手見て。
ちょっと急ぎすぎだな。ごめん。相手の頭何も怖くないんだよ。
Well, in timely fashion, the ties breaking to the front in game 2. A must-win game for the team in black, of course. 4 consecutive points. Can they build from here? They've still got the serving advantage. This is a stunning run from these two. And a great fast serve off the backhand wing.
It's over. 11.
Stopping the rock there. Wakara.
Matsumoto,
Nagahara.
Nukete.
Wakana Nagahara, beg your pardon. Over the last 8 or so points. Run of 5 just now. They're really building a nice little momentum bubble, causing throwing a sort of spanner in the works of the Japanese team. Good turnaround from Matsumoto midpoint there, just to get on the front foot here. The Japanese obviously sense they're being a little too passive. Suddenly just started to turn the screw a little back onto the ties, who were dictatorial to get that positive run in game 2 here. They've raised the bar of the Thai team. Well done. Just when you sense there might be a sort of turning in the tide, taller of the two Japanese steps up. She enjoyed that one.
can do it. Tamdai.
Well done. Deadly accurate with the smash return. Fabulous flat hard backhand from Nagahara. Deadlock second game. Who's going to blink first? Much more competitive in this game. Oh, longest rally of the match, surely that one. A real lung buster that was. Lungs heaving up and down at the end of it. Just trying to get some recovery in and reduce that lactic acid. That was just humongous. Look at that, 87 shots. Actually, I'm told that the longest was 89. Longest rally of the match, but that one just 2 off and just unable, buckling the 11th hour there. The ties.
Play.
Oh, she's missed it. That was a sitter. That's really good for the ties, because having lost that mini battle just now in that long 87-shot rally, they got lucky, frankly, there, didn't they? Just to sort of stay invested in this. Keep a toe hold in here. Deadlock again, 15 points all then. Through with the strong arm tactics. Oh, quality. She's found the corner, hasn't she? What a beautiful shot. The challenge has been called. Oh, this was tight. It was a wonderful straight block, I think it was. Oh, it has been. It's well long. How about that? Might have kissed the line, but nowhere near.
Unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 17-15.
So the Japanese 2-point lead in game 2 and a game to the good. So starting to turn the screw a little here. That's gone over the back line.
It's over 16-17.
Straining every sinew here, but just too much pop on that one from Matsumoto. Reassuring for Japanese fans there, though, breaking to the front again with a slender 2-point advantage, courtesy of that. She's been so standout in the front court. Well, that is a wounder at that stage. That's knife in the heart moment when you're really in the driving seat and you're setting sail for home. It was a fine serve, but just contacted a little bit too high, according to the service judge. So, serving advantage for the ties here. Fine serve, 2 in a row for the team in black. What next in this nervy nail-biter here then, game 2? Can they detain the blur of white, the opposite side of the net, and treat us all to a third game in our first quarterfinal, or quarterfinals Friday here from Nanjing? Pushed it wide.
19-18.
3 in a row for the Thai duo. Who'd have thought that? The chink in the armour. A little bit of a minor lapse in concentration there. That one will go down as unforced from Matsumoto, who thus far has been so solid. So, can the Thais hold on? She's so alert up there. She's been standalone in this match, right up at the net. Deadlock again. Brilliant point from the Japanese. Some of the cross blocks there from that player. Matsumoto, outstanding. Finding the holes on the court, keeping the pressure on the Thais. So now, after 50 minutes played, the Japanese with a match point.
19-19. Hey.
Denied by rampant power from the Thais. tough to watch moments for all. But a second match point opportunity then for Matsumoto and Nagahara. There it is, smash kill to the floor, and they're the first team through to the semi-finals. Mayu, Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara from Japan, the 11th seeds, extending their head-to-head to 4-0 over the Thai team of Jongkolfan KITITHARAKUL and Rawinder PRAJONGJAI. It is the Japanese duo through to the semi-finals, 21-12, 22-20, 52 minutes played.
22-20.
Super match to watch unfold, several long, telling rallies, and they really had to work very, very hard. It was a spirited fight back in game 2 from the Thais, and at one stage I thought they were going to do it, but with that long run of points that they had. But for me, Matsumoto at the net was just superb today, and her partner as well. You can't deny her any praise as well. Nagahara was supreme too. So twinning just that little bit more solidly, Team Japan finding through to the semi-finals of the women's doubles draw. We don't know who they'll play yet. Will it be Chen and Jia from China or Poli and Rahayu from Indonesia?